And hello and good morning. Hi, how are you all? Welcome to a slightly different Valentine's special. Today we're going into the dungeons because, well, I don't know where you want to be on Valentine's Day if not in the dungeons. Yeah, how are you all today? I hope you had a good start into your week. Nothing too stressful, not a horrible Monday. Yeah, I know that. I know. Who needs girlfriends? Just get yourself a good boyfriend. Nah, it's Valentine's Day. It's another marketing day. So we can promote the economy by loving each other especially much on one day and, I don't know, then being assholes to each other on another. Nah, it's okay. But yeah, today we're going to play Dungeons 3. If you've never heard of it, shame on you. You've probably heard of Calypso, the makers of Tropico. Yeah, hey, I'm trying my best here. But yeah, Dungeons 3 is a game by Calypso. As you can tell by the title, it's actually already the third in that franchise. And it's actually going so well that later this year we're gonna have a fourth. So I thought it's a perfect time to finally approach a 100% clear of this game. So over the next few days, that's my plan. But I would say let's switch over to it and take a time, because no reason to waste any. And what to expect? You might expect a more Dungeon Keeper-like game. That's actually not quite what it is, because it's a mix of Dungeon Keeper and Warcraft. Which, I'm referring to the RTS, not the MMO. But yeah, you have an underworld to manage and you have an overworld to invade. And I really enjoy that. It has a great narrator, it has nice combat, and let's face it, we all need a dungeon keeper in our life. It's been a while since we had one. And Eternal, I definitely have to take a look at that, because virality is coming. Yesterday, I quickly went through the tutorials.
The final exam.
So I remember how it's done. And yes, just to give you a attempt of the humor.
Exam. The chock full of knowledge evil now face the challenge of preparing its dungeon for real dangers.
It's this typical snarky narrative that these games just need, and I love them for it.
The shadow of absolute evil. The shadow of absolute evil had crossed the sea and now sought the chosen target, a dark elf named Talia.
So when I say 100%, I'm not going for these extra tasks if I don't get them the first time through. I'm not going to repeat levels. I just want to finish the game because there's a ton of DLC and additional content, and I only made it about halfway through. So yeah, we would have to finish it. We would have to destroy 9 heroes with her firebomb. Don't let Shadow take any damage from light. Okay.
A long, long time ago, the absolute evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good. Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping cocktails from the skulls of its enemies and forging new plans over a grilled unicorn kebab. Unfortunately, there wasn't much left to forge. A few orc wedges, the occasional trick played on the little snots. There just wasn't anything left to conquer. As the weeks and months passed, the absolute evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive. From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon. Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day, and even started to miss its ingenious evil tricks. It was a somewhat confusing time for them. No beatings, no torture, and no being sent to a senseless death. On the other hand, it was a rather nice change. Eons passed, and the unicorn supply dwindled until suddenly, one wonderful day, the evil genius evil joyfully burst from its secret laboratory. It finally had a new goal. An unknown continent, as often found in sequels, lay to the east, sheltered from the wicked evil by naught but a puny little ocean. It immediately had a fleet built. This was so powerful that it covered the horizon from north to south and was manned by the best and most powerful creatures at the devious evil's command. The fleet set sail for the crossing to this new continent, left the harbor, and sank. Yet that mattered naught to the couldn't give a hoot about its minions evil. It instructed its goblins and little snots to design an even more powerful fleet. These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with devious evil's second-best creatures, the fleet set out. And that sank as well. The annoyed evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, it cast a spell and created a shadow of itself, a creature of absolute darkness and evilness. This shadow flew across the water towards the east. There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil, and the shadow had the perfect target in mind.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, it has a very cheesy touch. You can definitely feel the influences.
The great paladin Tanos, hero of the totally Eastern Kingdoms and a repugnantly good fellow. He was visiting the fatiguing library in Tristram with his comrades to see his foster daughter Talia.
Well now, Talia, tell me about your studies. Are you making progress with the writings of the ancient sages?
Yes, dear father, I have thoroughly digested it and have come a step closer to the good. The desire within me to do evil is defeated.
Really? Excellent! I am proud of you, my child. Continue to concentrate on your studies. I must go to Stormbreeze to clear up a few matters. I'll be back soon. In the meantime, my loyal friend Grimly will protect the country. Should anything trouble you, you can turn to him.
Yeah, they try really hard.
Right, Grimly?
Aye, of course, Tanos. I'll keep an eye on the damned elf. I mean, your daughter. You can count on me.
Then I'll see you soon, my friends. May the goddess watch over you, and the light burn eternally.
Bon voyage, dear father. I'll make you so proud of me. Who does good is good.
Yuck. Disgusting phrases like that always leave such a nasty taste in my mouth. These abnormally good heroes, on the other hand, had no inkling of the malignity gathered to the south. One moment a herd of sheep was peacefully grazing, and the next moment, whomp! With a fulminant explosive effect that ate up half our special effects budget, the shadow entered the world. His target, a dark elf caught between good and evil, was very close. As the shadow of the unspeakably evil moved through the world, all around it died. Plants withered. Animals perished. Sort of like a picnic with my family.
But this bunny isn't perishing. Okay, maybe not that evil.
The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Twistram. It could practically feel its target's presence.
Take these lanterns, men, and let the light of the goddess shine. For the night is dark and full of terrors. And there's a pile of horse poo around here somewhere. I trod in it earlier. For the darkness! I mean, for the light! Sorry, I'm still in training.
Yes, well, that is somewhat suboptimal. Naturally, the shadow of the almighty evil was an incredibly powerful creature. But, well, light was a bit of an issue. It would certainly be wise to stay out of the lantern light.
I don't think that's gonna be too difficult. Yeah, an evil bunny. I would say the one from...
The shadow reached the entrance to Twistram. Fortunately, this one was not closed, but it was brightly lit. Luckily, there was an unfortunate guard on patrol that the shadow was able to possess, thanks to its incredible powers. As long as it wasn't in the light.
Now, ever since Buffy, we know that bunnies are evil. And if you've never seen the Buffy musical episode about the evil bunnies...
The shadow of absolute evil melded with the guard and took control of his body. Thus, it was able to pass through the gate with ease.
We need more musical episodes.
What was that? I think there was something wrong with our last beer.
Unfortunately, the shadow's possession only lasted a short while before the guard was able to free himself. Still, it was long enough to get past the gate. The shadow's target was close, so close. Talia, the dark elf. Soon she would fight on the side of evil.
We gotta work on that evil laughter.
May the goddess be with you, my friends. It will soon be time to open the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Come to the big square and join in the festivities.
I love how good she is.
Well, I don't know.
I had actually kind of planned to spend the evening in the bathhouse.
Friends, this orphanage is very important to my father. Tanos, you know, the mighty paladin, the one you really don't want to offend.
Yeah, all right, we'd love to come.
Excellent! May the light of the goddess shine upon you, and let us experience this exhilarating spectacle in the big square together. Follow me, my friends, for evil, the light, I mean. Keep the light burning bright, for the night is dark and full of terrors or errors or something like that.
I want a night full of terriers. Yeah, Buffy is one of those shows. I'm not sure it's worth watching today. Like, I don't think it aged well. It aged like cheese. I feel like if you ever need a lot of cheese, you do watch the musical episode, because that is a good episode. But outside of that, I am not so sure. I would suggest to anyone to rewatch Buffy. Are you moving? Yes, you're moving. I suppose I gotta hide here. Or probably down here. Yep. Yeah, aged cheese is great, but that cheese is now about 25 years old. Enjoy.
Stop
Suppose
holding
I gotta-
the lantern in my face like that, boy. I am Grimly, king of the dwarves, and I am used to the cold, dark tunnels under the mountains. I have no need of any stupid lamp shining into me eyes. Now I'm stuck with that damn pointy-eared... I mean, my good friend Tanos' foster daughter. Curse him. A dark elf is a dark elf, and nothing will change that. The girl will always be tainted. Should have cut her ears off when I had the chance.
I guess I just gotta go through here. At least it's straightforward.
Enough chit-chat, men. You stay here and secure the area. I have to go check my invention. Stay alert. I can feel something evil lurking in the area. And it's not just that damn pointy-eared... I mean, that elf.
After this cliched monologue, Grimly disappeared into the darkness. The impatient evil shadow set off again.
Yeah, it's... I don't think Eternal is an elf fan.
In the distance, one could hear the unbearably good bells of a church. They must be marking the opening of the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Heroes, with lanterns, began to stream in that direction. The crossing on a red signal evil shadow swore, or would have if it had a mouth, and tried to avoid the lanterns as much as possible.
I'm gonna just sneak through here. I do want that bonus.
Finally, the time had come, and the shadow of the passes in the slow lane evil was within range of Talia, the dark elf. The time had come for it to use its incredible powers to possess her for a short time.
My dear father would be very proud were he with us today. He would be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm happy to take this orphanage and destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
What did she say?
Die! I will kill you all! I feel the power within me. It's over 9,000!
Unimagined powers surfaced in Talia. The black magic of the Dark Elves. She immediately began to unleash these powers of chaos upon the world.
But each hit
tear you to pieces.
Has to be for 1,337 damage. They try really hard. Hey now, this is the firebomb I need to use to kill people with.
I'll tear you to pieces.
The Dark Elf raged through Twistrom's inexperienced guards. She thereby built up a tremendous inner energy, which she released into the world as a focus beam, while screaming, Kamehameha! Meanwhile, in the fatiguing library, they waited eagerly with coffee and cake for Talia to show up and open the new orphanage. The energy beam hit the cake with a resounding zap and reduced it to ashes. Oh yes, and the rest of the building and everyone inside it as well.
Yeah, let's not forget that.
The narcissistic evil patted itself on the shoulder for this. Or it would have, but the metal armor always made such a terrible clunking noise when it tried. But then again, that's what little snots are for. Obviously, the Dispatch Shadow had found a perfect vessel in the Dark Elf. Talia had already earned the title of Employee of the Month, with the utter destruction of the fatiguing library, as well as half of Twistrom. The destruction of an orphanage and the bombardment of innocent citizens with magic missiles immediately made her the many-and-wasting evil's new favorite henchperson. Her evil deeds complete, Talia withdrew into the vaults beneath the ruins of the fatiguing library. There, Between the slaughterhouse and Mad Archbishop Lazarus's apartments, she prepared to create something powerful in the name of the absolutely, ultimately evil. A dungeon heart, the cornerstone of any dungeon's power. Far away, Paladin of Light and Talia's former mentor, Tanos, was on his way to the Empire's capital of Stormbreeze. Naive and trusting as he was whistling cheerfully to himself, with no inkling of his foster daughter's dark deeds.
They really cover all the franchises.
Though he was aware that as a dark elf, she always had a core of evil in her. He had hoped to defeat it through religious indoctrination with ancient mad writings. Well, old bean, you thought wrong. Twistrum in ruins. Talia, the shadow of absolute
Well, does that mean I
evil.
got it, I suppose,
The shadow
maybe?
Twistrum in ruins. Talia, the dark elf, had turned to evil and laid the fatiguing library in ruins. Now she began to build a small power base in its vaults. Her first dungeon.
Let's do that. Because we're not playing dungeons without dungeons. And yeah, I know Eternal. This
Twistrum
game pulls
looked like
all the
leftovers
levers.
from a heavy metal concert.
What? What have I done? Oh no! I've fallen to evil again. Father will be beside himself. He was right when he said, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Although, in a way, it was fun to be evil. Burning things, pillaging, and showing those nasty goody two-shoes where the hammer hangs. They just look down at me anyway. My revenge will be terrible.
While Talia was delivering a typical villainous monologue, something happened around her. From the depths arose a pulsating crystal, filled with the magic-savvy evil's power. A dungeon heart. Not to be confused with those dungeon hearts from other games. We don't want to be sued again.
Hello, greetings. What seems to be your boggle?
Secret mental messages were exchanged between Talia and the mentally savvy evil's crystal. We could explain this in detail at this point, but that would require a 3-hour monologue on my part, and I am definitely not being paid enough for that.
Right then. I will make these people suffer for mocking me. Father's henchmen never liked me anyway, and always insulted me, calling me pointy-eared. It's time for my well-deserved revenge!
The game logic internalizing evil had given Talia an assignment. Out there on the surface were shamelessly good places in urgent need of destruction.
Nah, no problem. I'll take care of it. I and an evil army.
Naturally, the strategically well-versed evil did not send its new general into battle alone. A dungeon had to be built, and creatures hired to provide her with a powerful army. Of course, the sophisticatedly thinking evil already knew which way the wind blew in a dungeon. However, should it be hit by short-term memory loss, it could effortlessly look up things in the fabulous almanac.
Okay, now I think the voiceovers are over. What is that? Increase the creature's armor level a little. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, if you've ever played any of the Dungeon Keepers, you will immediately recognize pretty much everything here. You have these gold veins that you can harvest indefinitely.
The grandiose evil's helpers had not been idle. Well, they hadn't exhausted themselves either, but anyway, there were now some research projects the researching evil could pursue. The new improved research menu, TM, was now available.
You have your rooms to store units in, you have your rooms to feed units. Like I said, if you've played any of the typical Dungeon Keeper games, There is nothing new here. That's kind of what I love about it. Let's just increase the size of our bank. And then I will just keep harvesting this. And the big benefit of this gold vein is that it's always there. It's a slow harvest, but it's always there. Now let's see, where do we build what? I would say let's... Yeah, that looks good. Actually, no, I want 7 by 7, if anything. And then let's do the same here. And then we'll use 1 to house people and 1 to feed people. Actually, I don't think we need to mine this right now. We have so much gold around. I'm just gonna dig a little bit in each direction and see what's there. And you gotta keep beating your employees, don't forget that. If you beat them, they work harder. It's a really important aspect. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Yeah, they really make sure that you have enough gold in this first level. The beatings continue while the morale improves.
Payday.
Oh yeah, right. I need to research literally everything. So let's go into the research
The new
menu.
improved research menu TM opened and gave an overview of currently available technologies. At the moment, the selection was still limited, but that would change. After all, this evil crusade had only just begun.
Guess I... Do I need... Yeah, I need to research this. So we need to gobbler farm. And hideout. There we go. That's what we need. And then we can... No, we can't add these because we don't have the money. But we can add a larger army size. Yeah, I think that's all we need for now. So now let's build a hideout. And a gobbler farm. And there. And then we have the basic setup. Even the music is zero surprise. This is just exactly what you would expect from a game like this. And I kind of like that. It's healing. Yeah, that should be good.
Your little snots have dug out a new room.
And now we just wait for that to be done. And here's also something very Dungeon Keeper-esque. If they have nothing else to do, they will start and reinforce the walls. It's like I said, if you've played a Dungeon Keeper, everything here is recognizable, and I love it. It's a cozy feeling to just come back to a game and know how it works. Okay, now let's get our first creatures. We can get a goblin. Melee fighter that can't take much but deals a lot of damage. And a melee fighter with plenty of life and good armor. Let's just get 2 of each for now. Oh, don't have enough money. That's okay, 3 of them will do. Besides, why is no one digging here? I suppose they still have gold to carry around, so that's more important. Okay, my pay is 125, so yeah, that is fine. Actually, let me see. I don't think you can. No, you can. Well, look at that. Do you want to be a droll or a goblin? I mean, I will also have a naga relatively soon if you want to save yourself to be a naga. Yeah, let's get the extra goblin in. There you go. Yeah. Anyone else want to be a easily disposable unit? I'm evil. I'm trying at least. Let's get 1 more of each, and then let's get the upgrade. Oh no, that requires research. Wait. Can I unlock? Oh, I always forget I can't scroll here. Can I unlock the lecture hall? No, it doesn't look like I can, so that might have to wait anyway. Ah, the naga is gonna come. You know what? Let's go to 4 each then. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I just need to make gold faster. And I gotta make sure I have enough for the payday, so... How much do I need to get? 1 more... 250. Why can't I get 1 more? Oh, I'm at the creature maximum. Okay. Then that will have to do. Because I don't think I can. Yeah, from this point on I need research points to improve most things here. So I suppose that means let's go and go upstairs. They're all 7, and all I have to do is I just drop them in here. And let's raid. And I do like this style of always having these 2 mini-maps. You can always see what's going on in both worlds. Let's see, where do we have to go?
Blinding beams of light met the dauntless evil's creatures. They briefly squinted at the disgusting brightness. Finally, they grinned, satisfied. At last, they were able to carry the battle to the good people and were not limited to protecting themselves in a dungeon, as is the case with other representatives of the genre.
Follow me, sons of Rohan. I mean, my vicious hordes. Let's get these tree huggers and wimps.
The armies of evil reached one of those disgustingly good places that had survived the destruction of Twistram. The ice-cold hand, I mean evil, would deal with it immediately.
Yes, immediately. I suppose it doesn't matter what we attack. So let's attack the weaklings first. Let's not have anyone die if we don't have to. That worked perfectly.
The little town of Good was destroyed and turned into a hotbed of evilness. Cracks formed on the surface, and something, guess, evil, rose from the depths. This evilness, in a practical spherical form, was the sweet lifeblood which flowed through the personified evil's veins. It stimulated the armies of evil and swelled their power. All this lofty blah blah without any impact on the game aside, it was another resource primarily or exclusively used for more powerful research. Delicious evilness flowed into the dungeon heart and filled it with power. New research was thus made available, which would help the dungeon to even greater power. The impatient evil immediately began to research something.
Yes, it does, Eternal. Actually, I think it might still be on sale. Let me double check. No.
What is going on
Yes,
here?
it is.
I feel a disturbance in the force.
The deeds of the conspicuous evil and its henchmen had not gone unnoticed. As a matter of fact, even a blind man could see the destruction they left behind them. As idiotic heroes do, they sent out a small patrol to scout the area.
Move out, men. Have a look around and report back to me. While I would love to accompany you myself, I'm currently, teaching myself to play the ukulele.
So it doesn't look like it's currently on sale, but it is relatively often. And like I said, Dungeons 4... Actually, let me check. Dungeons 4 is coming. Okay, at the current time it only says 2023, but go wishlist it. Because none of the dungeons have been a letdown so far. All of these games have been pretty amazing. And I don't expect that to change. Let's get 2 more, can we? No, not yet. But soon. I get 75 evilness per minute. There. Oh, no, I didn't mean to drop you. There you go.
No, the studio burned down, and I was going to come here tonight for Pilates.
Oh wait. Not sure why I spelled you with an underline now. See what Eternal does to me. Oh my god, did I just see this? Hold on, did I just see this right?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Hey,
Yes.
where does this lead? We should take a closer look.
The first heroes had discovered the not-so-well-hidden evil's dungeon and now entered its depths. Of course, the insidious evil had already prepared a despicable reception for them. At least
Even if that's not the case, I will kill these ridiculous do-gooders myself. They will pay for mocking me over the years. Wait a minute. What am I saying? These are my friends. How can I plan their deaths?
Talia had chosen an extremely unfavorable time for moral duds. Luckily, her evil dark elf heritage prevailed. Hey, Talia, you're evil, so act like it.
What? Oh, yeah, okay. Kill them all!
Yeah, it's always a lady. Lady Naga, I do remember that. But come on, Lad Gaga is good too. But yeah, I do remember Lady Naga. Oh god, that was... Let's see, how many do we have now? Oh wait, this has the count. Yeah, let's do 4 each. Another goblin when we can afford it. And if that's not enough... do I have to pick these up, or can I just... Okay, I can pick them up in here. Now let's raid with a healer. Where should we go? Let me see, does this continue? No, this is a dead end. So let's go north then. Yeah, look at those Naga. That's a lot of healing. That's just a health... Yeah, that's just a health potion. I don't really need this. It is a slaughter. Okay, then let's go north first. Let's take that area down. I just gotta make sure to keep an eye on the map, because I expect that at any point I'm also gonna get invaders while I'm up here. So taking all the units is maybe not the best idea. I think as long as I do it in single waves, I should be fine. Yeah, let's take a short break here. Let's see if anything comes. Because I clearly have fog of war here, so I can only see this entrance area. That's a bit uncomfortable. But we could also do... Yeah, let's do this corner too. And then go back.
Wasn't that the Staggering Pony Tavern? By the goddess, I won't be getting any more roast pork
there we go. I can also just get a few minions real quick.
Huh? The armies of evil here? Damn it all, how did that happen? Time to call out the heavy guns. Right then, get ready to attack in waves. Excuse me, sir. Wouldn't it make more sense if we attacked all at once? Where's the fun in that? Wave after wave, that's a strategy for real men.
Thanks to the enemy's limited tactical finesse, their destruction was virtually unavoidable. So it was time to decorate for the victory celebration, to get the beer and hire the orc dancers. Okay, maybe not orcs. I shudder at the thought.
They're going to be child's play. Leave them to me. I mean, hold them back and let them hit you while I deal with them.
Yeah, that was not really necessary to come back. I think it literally just wanted to teach me that you shouldn't leave it abandoned. But that is okay. Because that way they get a short break and a payday in a minute. And then we can go back out. Yes, they do get grumpy if you keep them outside during a payday, if I remember right. We don't have any other research, do we? Improved horde level. Oh, that is an interesting bonus. So yeah, you get a significant boost in multiplayer for doing this. I mean, I'll assume this counts for PvP, not for co-op. That would be a bit weird.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh, who's taking so much damage?
It's payday.
Wait, did we just kill Kit? No. No? Oh great, the names are gone. Seriously, did... Yeah, I think Kit just died. I'm not sure. I didn't see a pop-up and I didn't see any info. Yeah, looks like... Okay, that was fast and unexpected. No one saw it. Let's replace Kit. Can I even... How do I... Oh, I have to unfold it. Okay, I can see. No one saw it. Yeah, I didn't expect that units actually just die, because usually I would expect them to be knocked out and like be brought back to their hideout to regenerate. But hey, now we know they die. That is a good thing to know. Suppose this makes this research here a bit more useful, even though it's only like 5% health, was it? Yeah, let's grab them. Is there no way to just grab all? Yes, it is. Can I hold it? And I can hold it and they all drop at once. See, that's what I want. Okay, I'm still gonna take them all because I'm only gonna go over here and then leave some stationed here. I think that's a much better idea than just leaving them in the dungeon for now. So yeah, let's go here. And then let's split them. Because they can defend, that is more than enough. And they can now go and finish that. It depends. It's like in this case, it's more a claim the overworld. And in other missions, it's more stay inside. But it's, in my memory, it's pretty well mixed, actually. Let's see, I hope this wasn't a bad idea. I should have maybe brought more units. Oh, looks like it should work. And yeah, that's how I remember it, like the levels are just more balanced.
The second island of the good was mercilessly overrun by the strategically savvy evil's hordes and turned into an evil island. Soon, more of that exquisite evilness would be bubbling to the surface. Excellent. Even better than in Dungeons 2. Not that I'm out to plug it or its fantastic add-on or anything. I'd never do that.
It had fantastic add-ons. Most of the dungeon games get DLC for years and years. I actually think the last DLC for this game dropped somewhere late last year. And this game has been out for... Actually, let me see how long it has been out. I know it's been quite a while. Yeah, this came out in 2017. So it's nearly 6 full years old now. Let's keep them here for a moment. Yeah, let's improve this first. And then let's add another Naga. Wait, I can only do that in here. Miley Cyrus here. I don't know how they came up with those names, but I'll take them. Hey Dan, how are you? Good morning. Welcome to a Valentine's Day stream full of murder and dungeons.
Evil will triumph.
Spoiler, I was actually thinking of what to stream today because I felt like I should do something Valentine's Day related. And I just couldn't come up with anything. It's like, yeah, sure, I could play a dating sim. I could play, I don't know, the tame version of Nekochishi or anything else, literally.
Payday.
I looked at Monster Prom, I looked at a lot of games, but I felt like I'm not a dating sim player. So, today we're playing Dungeons. Though right now in a more Warcraft style level than a Dungeons style level. Because we have just awoken to our evilness. And are now... what are we now doing? Anything we have to destroy here? No? No, I think we just walk through. The tutorial actually made a joke about how you're so evil that you turn the whole world into 50 Shades of Grey. They squeeze so many jokes into this game. I feel like they had to be either really proud or really embarrassed. Maybe somewhere in the middle. I see. Random torture equipment. I kind of like the animation. I'm not sure if you can actually see the detail here. I wish I could zoom in now, but it's a dwarf being pulled into a table saw, while another dwarf, I suppose, is trying to stop it. I do wish you could zoom in a little bit further. And out. It's like, why is this the max zoom level? But yeah, this is a game full of all the humor you can squeeze in, literally. I'm just trying to destroy the world of good and claim it for evil. Let's see where we have to go. Do we have to go all the way around? No, that's a different entrance. Okay. There's a very weirdly shaped map. I think I'm just following this one-way road and see where it goes. Well, not one-way, dead end. Yeah, there. That's a spot. And yes, of course, the dwarf has to place a turret. I am glad I don't have to micromanage the fights. It's one of the things I am never fond of in real-time strategy games, when you have to split your units and attack from different angles.
Good is more or less destroyed. Ha!
I'm more a Zerg-style attacker.
In fact, the drooling evil had claimed all the evilness in these lands. Taking the rest of the camps would be a cakewalk, easy as stealing candy from a baby. Candy from a baby? Simple. My ass. Ever tried it? The screaming and crying and fetching their parents and family as reinforcements, and those little beasts bite pretty damn hard. Not that I have any personal experience, of course.
The ultimate, chaotic, absolute, whatever evil will be happy. I am. Father is gonna be so angry. Do you really know what you're doing? You wanted to be good. You had dedicated yourself to the light. Stop and really think about your deeds.
Can you please just stop with the golem thing? We already had too many Lord of the Rings gags in the last 2 games. Enough is enough.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut it, good me.
See what I mean? They try everything. If there's a show they can make fun of, if there's a movie or a story, they will. I do like how the green trees are turning into slightly less green trees. Welcome back, Eternal. And don't you say anything against my dun.
Payday.
That works perfectly, and they can hold back the invaders. I don't think I lost anyone. Okay, now you just have to go here? Is that it? I think so. Oh, there's an XP book. I will just run there with all of them and see which one picks it up. I mean, I do agree. Dun is one of the best beans out there. Absolutely agree. No, you will be getting context. We were talking about the fact that, I mean, you've played a Dungeon Keeper. Please tell me you've played a Dungeon Keeper.
and the destructive evil's army had succeeded in destroying Twistrum and the surrounding area. Good no longer existed in this land.
Why? What the hell happened here?
Apparently, not quite all of the good guys were defeated. The Dwarven King Grimly, an old drinking buddy of Tanos the Paladin, was just touring the country with his exorbitantly large army to ensure everything was in order. Thank God, the foresighted evil had provided for this contingency. The Dungeon Heart was charged with evilness and enough energy to act as a teleporter. For Talia, of course.
Ooh, good. Then all the best, brave warriors, and stop them! Right! I'm out of here.
With a plop, Talia dissipated and disappeared to a faraway and safe place. The rest of the sacrificing evil's creatures looked astonished as their general fled, but only for a moment, as they already found themselves facing an unpleasant army of good.
This is the work of that damn pointy-eared wench. I always warned Tanos that those miserable dark elves couldn't be trusted. Criminals, the lot of them. But enough is enough. I'm going to find that shifty wench and use her ears as bookmarks.
I suppose everyone else died. That's fine. But yeah, to get back to it, if you've ever played a Dungeon Keeper, you know that if you beat your minions, they work harder. That's why we said that the beating continues while the morale improves.
The Gehenna Stones. After leaving Twistram in ruins, Talia, the Dark Elf, had turned to evil and laid the fatiguing library in ruins.
I don't need a voiceover.
Now she began to build a small power base in its vaults.
I'm still not sure if this indicates I did it. Like, I don't see a difference between these.
After leaving the vestiges of Tristram, Talia set out for the Gehenna Stones. They served as seals to keep the shadow of
no
absolute
check
evil.
Mark.
The shadow of absolute evil had crossed the sea, and Twistram.
Okay, maybe I'm missing something, but I really don't see if I did it or not.
After leaving the vestiges of Tristram, Talia set out for the Gehenna Stones. They served as seals to keep the demons banished in hell, where Tanos himself had exiled them. Her so-called Foster Fathers Act would soon be undone.
So, new rooms and creatures. Vortex. A portal is built in the vortex for each of your demons. Oh, I see. So demons can revive. A workshop for toolboxes. A tinkerer's cave. A guard room and imp. Well, I suppose an imp is a demon then.
After her hasty departure, Talia now found herself a few kilometers, or miles, yards, or stone throws, depending on whatever crazy units are used where you are, away. She had managed to escape Grimly's forces, even if 1 or 2 evil creatures had to die. But hey, that comes with the job. The incredibly foresighted evil hadn't brought Talia here for nothing. The ancient Gehenna Stones were nearby. Tanos once banished some demonic minions to hell and used these ancient magic relics to seal them there. Unfortunately, it was unclear how these seals could be broken.
I was there back in the day when Tanos banished the demons and sealed the stones. I can open them! But should I really do it? These unearthly beings terrorize the land and... Oh, shut up, good Talia!
So, you know how to open the seal. Excellent. Devious evil is obviously nobody's fool. It all feels like a real plan.
I just have to get through to the seals. Then I can open them. But I need protection from the elemental guardians while I do so.
Okay, that should be doable. Get Talia to the seals. Guard her while she opens them. First, however, it would definitely be a good idea to build a powerful dungeon in order to be prepared for any heroes stationed in the area.
Yeah, let's start with the basics. We once again need a home. Wow. Cortem. Cortem doesn't even ring a bell.
Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much it still counts today, but the ratings on CNET are not very positive for that. Probably because of that. God. Do you all remember downloading stuff from CNET? Or File Planet? Oh, creepy crawlers. I have these fond memories of like going to a LAN party with friends, and then we suddenly decide to play this game or that game, so we had to go to File Planet real quick to grab the patches or some mods. Oh, this is a spider room. What does that even mean? Oh, they don't like spiders. Okay. So I suppose I need to... Can she just?
Hey!
Yes, she can. Yeah, I've used a few programs like that. I've just never heard of that one, to be honest. But there are so many, it's not surprising. Okay, we gotta research. Do we? Some things. Yeah, like these. And I suppose let's get the vortex too.
A vortex could now be built. This excellent room makes it possible to create direct access to Hell by means of teleportation, or the gun from Portal, in order to hire funny, or sometimes not so funny, demons. The very curious Evil soon began to build one of these vortexes.
Yes, shortly. First I need a bit more money.
There were disgustingly good places near the dungeon, which would look much better as islands of evilness instead. Especially since that evilness could be used for new technologies.
What is that unbearable place doing right in front of my dungeon? Disgusting! Creatures, advance! Destroy that thing! Oh, are you sure you want to do that, Talia? Shouldn't we sit down in a circle and talk about it one more time? Are you still here? Honestly, can't you see I'm busy destroying everything that is good? I don't have time for this disassociative identity order nonsense.
Stop doing the Therese and Jeanette thing.
Therese and Jeanette. I think that's a reference that went over my head. Therese and Jeanette. Is that a movie? Oh my god. How did I not see this? Yes, of course. Therese and Jeanette were the...
Dragons have nested in the underground.
Were the twins, the split personality. Wow. That is a... Yes. Exactly, the Malkavian... The split personality. I loosely remember her acting more like she was two twins. I suppose that does fit.
Payday.
There's something funny going on around here. My knee is itching where I caught that arrow. Men, check it out.
The presence of Talia and the conspicuous Evil's army had not gone undiscovered, and the first miserable heroes were already on their way to the dungeon.
Where we will, of course, welcome them appropriately. Move, you lazy dung beetles! Get ready! You always have to be so unfriendly? I mean, really? Can't we just talk about this? I know this really good psychiatrist and... Don't force me to hit myself!
Yes. As our protagonist sank into one of her disputes with herself, the heroes spread across the surface.
Okay, maybe I should really speed up my recruitment process. Oh god, they're coming. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Entered the dungeon.
Yeah, go make more money fast. Yeah, vampires, Bloodlines is definitely a game that I do want to get to at some point. I actually briefly considered it today, since... Oh, wait.
For the absolute evil!
Since, I don't know, Valentine's Days in Vampires is about as distant as Valentine's Days in Dungeons. But...
Time to die.
I need to install the unofficial mod and... let's just make sure no one dies. Yeah, and I have to make sure that everything runs, so I didn't want to get that done for today. But yeah, it's definitely on the to-do list.
From above.
Oh,
Drop me on the enemy.
no, I'm not. You're healing.
Ooh!
Let's get a few more. And he should be able to finish this. Come on. That dragon lizard does a ton of damage. There. Yeah, that was way closer than I liked. Let's just make sure. I feel like this might be a respawn point. But let's keep an eye on them until this is down. Yeah, I mean... Yep, there it is. Hold on, I need to get you all out. I need more units first, and for that I need more room. Yeah, they're not giving me that. Hold on, if we grab all of them, then at least we get this down in time, right? Okay. And now we can continue our build. Let's first get this to max size. Get the gobblers. Then we'll build our vortex down here. Let's remove this part. I don't know how big it needs to be, but I suppose this is an okay room size. So let's just go with this. Oh, I hope it's not. Oh. Yeah, I gotta make sure I have enough money for the payday. I mean, it's only 200. That shouldn't be too bad.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
So yeah, let's wait until the payday is over. And then fill this up.
Vortex was finished. Here, demons could be hired or resurrected after their inglorious death for a tiny fee of mana.
Mana? But I don't have any mana.
That's true. Yes, but luckily the Gehenna stones produced exactly that. What a wonderful coincidence.
Okay, and I still need to build a workshop. I feel like let's just hollow this part out and build it here. I probably don't have to do anything in this size, but why not? Okay, I suppose the portals are built automatically. Yep, looks like every time I get a demon. Let's get definitely... Hey, Jakey, how's it going? Welcome to the motel. Hope you're having a good start into the week. Oh wait, I can't even say that anymore. It's Tuesday now. I don't know why it feels like Monday. But yeah, today we're diving into the dungeons because it's Valentine's Day. Gotta spread the love. Forcefully or not. Oh. What even is a continental breakfast? Well, I wouldn't mind a breakfast. I'm now streaming before I have breakfast, which is kind of weird. So in about 2 hours, I'll first get to walk a dog. Well, more or less walk 2 dogs in company. And then make breakfast. Oh, I want a waffle. I don't think I've even owned a waffle maker in... Have we ever owned a waffle maker? Oh, that is a bit inexpensive. Let's wait a little. I'm actually not sure if I ever owned a waffle maker. Like, I owned a sandwich maker, and I love sandwiches. And I think if I had some white, sugary American bread in the house, I would probably make some sandwiches. I thought Eternal is already a full English. Aren't you a full English? Are you only a half English? Is that the secret? Ah, love Vienna. Vienna is actually about 80 miles away from where I grew up. Okay, I need a few more units or this is not gonna go well. So let's do what we can. There. Now let's collect the gold again, so we have enough for the payday, and then let's build the workshop here. Why am I holding units? Nah, Vienna is amazing. It has one of the biggest Ferris wheels in the middle of the city. The Brater. So definitely take a look at that. It's when you're up on that wheel,
in your dungeon.
You have such a good view over the whole city that it really gives you a good understanding of the city itself. Let's build a hallway through here, so there's a connection. And then let's see, how much do we have? We need 2,000 to build this all. Yeah, we can wait for 2,000. I don't know why I need a workshop of this size. Size matters. Yeah, it's if you've grown up in the US and you've never seen a European city, it just completely changes your point of view. It's, I think, the same way for Eternal, who has never seen a US city. If there's something I can say, it's worlds apart, quite literally. Old European cities with their tight little streets and narrow corners. And then you go to America, into cities that just ignore the fact that pedestrians exist and are 100% built for cars. It's a very, very, very different experience. It's... yeah, like especially Vienna with its public transportation is impressive. You will be so much faster using public transportation to get from A to B than you ever could in a car. And That's kind of how it should be. I know I just watched a video about... Actually, let me link that because it was a really good video. About Nauru, the obesiest country in the world. Which is that small island somewhere in the Pacific that... Yeah, the obesiest. Obese, most obese, I suppose. Hey, I like obesiest. But yeah, this was the video. It was actually pretty interesting about a country that imports all of its food and literally eats stuff that no other country eats, and like 75% of the population is morbidly obese and such. It's a very sad and very depressing story, and a very good example of where shit can go wrong. There, so now we have a workshop, and a workshop lets us build toolboxes. And that's why I made it so big, because that way I have more room to store toolboxes. And those toolboxes you can then turn into advanced buildings, into traps, that kind of stuff. So I have these two running so they can produce toolboxes. You actually see this as a resource up here. And that means I can now research these traps. Let's see, what can I... Nope, all of these require research points. I don't really need that. And all of that requires research points. So that means... actually, I can... Yeah, I can't even increase my unit size, so let's just get the units up. 7. Let's do another imp since they can resurrect. And then let's take them up. Good morning, Avantlaws. How are you?
I am the evil.
I am the evil. I am the one who evils. Yeah, today, first of all, good morning, Avantlaws. Today we're playing Dungeons 3, if you've never heard of it, a wonderful mix of Dungeon Keeper and Warcraft. Where you can be just as evil as you want to be. Yeah, one detail a lot of Americans get really surprised about if you go to Europe is the fact that our cities still shut down at night. It's like Germany is a wonderful example. If you want to buy groceries, you better do that before Saturday 4 p.m. because from Saturday 4 p.m. to Monday 8 a.m. the stuff is closed. And if you want food in that time, well, you can go to a gas station and pay 3 times as much if you want to. It's very unusual. And that's one of the big issues. Yeah, like getting to the airport at 5:30. There's a good chance you don't even have public transportation because it's not yet on. Like, it often turns on at like 6 a.m.
The Fuskerhanna stone is very close. Soon I will destroy it. Tanos will be beside himself. Ha 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 ha!
They're coming for the dungeon heart, aren't they? Yes, they are. So let's see if we can make it back in time. I don't think so. I think we need to walk around. No. Okay, that works. I don't know. You hate... I feel like you probably hate American buses. Wait until you see... natural gas-driven, low-rise buses. They feel very, very different in Europe. And Europe still heavily relies on trains and buses. So it's usually not too bad. Oh, 3 to the airport? I have no memories if there was like a good train, but usually there's always a good train that brings you there. Oh, what do I do with these?
Apparently, there were a few elemental guardians who were not particularly pleased at someone fooling with the stones. They threateningly turned towards Talia. Of course, the defense-orientated evil would protect her at all costs.
Oh, I just saw if we have a payday and I'm outside, they still get the money.
Talia, what did you do? Why did you turn back to evil?
Father, I don't know. I keep trying to turn back to good, but a part of me... God, just shut it, you weakling. Tanos, you and your minions always look down on me. Grimly insulted me without you ever saying a word. You drove me to this.
My child, that is not true. Look inside yourself. There's still a spark of good there. Let it guide you. And not this...
Whoops! Looks like I accidentally tripped on a cable or something. Unfortunately, Tanos could not continue to talk to Talia. What a pity. Undeterred, Talia continued to work on breaking the stone seal.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, of course. Ha. Soon the seal will be broken.
But yeah, that's exactly what I mean, Shaky. It's... yeah, the train connection is perfect. It might just not be ready yet because... yeah, the city is still shut down at 5:30 a.m. It's a very weird experience to just walk through a European city on a Sunday afternoon. Or, you know, an evening. I mean, I grew up in Germany and...
it's done!
then...
the seal is broken!
Oh my god, so much voiceover.
Oh, what have I done? May the goddess forgive me. Are you still here? Oh, come on. Can't you pour your heart out somewhere else?
While Talia was occupied with herself, again, the seal was completely broken. Several portals to a strange world opened in the dungeon. From them, a few extremely committed demons immediately sprang, ready to serve the releasing from exile evil. The Gehenna stones contained a ruthless and mighty magic that not only supplied the dungeon with mana, but was also very dangerous. This posed no problem for the danger-loving evil, as it was far away. Besides, the magic was only supposed to affect the heroes. With the patience of a fox, the insidious evil now waited for a few heroes to test this ruthless and powerful magic on a few unsuspecting guinea pigs at the cost of a little mana.
Okay, another voiceover done. I just noticed that this goblin is called IGN. They try so hard. But, yeah, that's exactly it. Sunday is a lost day for a tourist. When I grew up in Germany, we still, like once a month, would drive into the city on a Sunday, and then Mom, Dad, and little Wogan were walking through the city, literally doing window shopping. Just walking past closed stores, looking at windows, what they offer. That was entertainment. It was scary. I was outside and away from video games, looking at stuff you couldn't even literally purchase. No thank you, never again. Okay, I have mana, but I still don't have research points. Is annoying. And I have researched everything I can. Like, I still can't get the Naga up. So they can only heal in here.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh wow, this isn't endless. The Yeah, there used to be one of those endless gold columns here. Well, I suppose endless is not endless. It's good to know. But yeah, I'll be honest, Wagner, opera, no. I love art, I respect all art, but opera is where I draw the line. Well, that and hip-hop concerts, which to me are about on the same level of too many words, too little music. Okay, what should I do? I can't build anything else, so I feel like I should go back up. Especially since I don't see any other unlimited gold reserves. Which times this now. And I can't get more units. What if we just grab the ones that are at full health?
Hey! Keep your hands to yourself!
Yeah, and those two are not at full health. That works.
Who do you want killed?
That will have to do.
Payday.
Let's first take this one down. That should give us research points. Monteverdi isn't too bad. And yeah, the Donauinsel. What was it called? Something with M.
Delicious evilness dribbled into the thereupon feasting evil.
This annoys me that I don't remember.
This could be immediately sacrificed to the excellent idea of completing one or two new research projects.
Oh, I thought it had a dedicated name. Might just be in German. No, you guys are taking way too much damage. Let's all go back, because I don't know what happens if Talia dies, and I don't want to find out. But now that I have research, I can go and grab the Naga and heal.
Unfortunately, the Gehenna Stone's magic was not yet available again. Sad, but true.
Why is this counting down?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I'm not quite sure why it counts down, but... No, you
die.
go. I do not want you here in combat. Yeah, I actually thought it had a different name, but I might be thinking of something else because I can't find it either. But yeah, it's a small island. I mostly remember it for the nudist beach. That's a very common thing in a lot of German-speaking countries, that wherever you have a beach, you have nudists. But yeah, it's a beautiful little island. It's full of flowers. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about the one in Lindau. Lindau is the one that has the small flower island. That's what I was thinking of. My understanding is that any FKK, which in German means free body culture. I feel like I should switch over to the education screen for that. Actually, yeah, why not? That's what it's for. Whip. Oh, I don't have sound here. Wait, let me fix that real quick. There we go. Yeah, see what I'm gonna do now? But I need... There we go. So yeah, I suppose the German word to learn today is Freikörperkultur, also known as FKK. And what this means is, in a direct translation, free body culture. So yeah, it essentially just means it's the acceptance of your body being free in this culture. So in general, if you see German and you see FKK, what it means is just nudist. It's just the German word, the more scientific word for nudism. And you also see this wonderful way that we can just create these eternally long words in German. Love it. Yeah, so yeah, I finally made use of this screen for something reasonable. Let's wipe the blackboard before someone comes in. And yeah, an FKK spot, it's less the tourist area, more water. If you have a lake, no matter how big, you will have a nudist beach. And I mean, actually, let me see if this is where I saw it. Just a second. Yes, that's where it is. I'm actually gonna just bring that up on the browser. Wait, there's my browser window. So yeah, that's the Wikipedia entry, and it's actually entertaining because even the Wikipedia entry has the part of a nudist beach image here. And you can see this is typically how it's like. People just don't care. You have naked people, just hidden enough. I mean, it's on Wikipedia, so I would assume it's hidden enough that it's good for Twitch. And you have people who aren't yet. These are not separated. These are not fenced off areas. It's just an area where it's okay to be naked, period. And if you dislike that, well, don't take your kids there. But yeah, no one really cares about being... And I do wonder, because to me a nudist beach was always a non-sexual place. Because it's just, you know, if everyone's naked, you don't go into a sauna and then stare at someone else's dick. Don't do that. It's like you... So, yeah, I do wonder if with tourists, something like having an LGBTQ nudist beach where you can openly just not mind? I'm not sure. Would it become too sexual? Yeah, that's true. Okay, but we should start and go back up again. Everyone should be at full health now. Oh, and we have the research, right? We can get our Nagas. So let's get the Naga. Let's get more units. That is perfect. That's 4 Nagas. Let's get a guard room.
It's payday.
Great. Okay, money. Money is gonna be a problem. This is uncomfortable.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Don't care. Okay, let's see how far this gets us, but yeah, looks like I definitely have to be really careful with my expenses going forward. Because we might have reached the end of the gold supply. Actually, let's just use this corner and see if there's anything in here.
The bustling evil had dug into a dragon's nest.
Well, let me ask like this, how cheesy do you feel? Because a horse-drawn carriage is usually that thing that you get if you and your girlfriend wanna, like, kiss out, make out, kiss, like snuggle under a blanket while
spread throughout the underground.
Doing a romantic trip.
Excavated in the underground.
If that's what you want, absolutely, do it. Okay, I do need to get rid of the spiders, so let's just send everyone here. Well, if you're going alone, I mean, if you enjoy the cheesiness of it, it's essentially a... Oh my god, is that loud?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Okay, yes. There. Sorry, I was a bit distracted by getting slaughtered suddenly. Oh, there's an... Yes, oh, diamond vein. That is what I was looking for. An infinite supply of gold. Thank you, all I needed. Okay, back to the subject. Yeah, if you go alone, I mean, yeah, like I said, just imagine it as a typical cheesy experience of riding a horse-drawn carriage around an old European city. It's, yeah, cheesy, of course, but doesn't mean it's bad if you enjoy that. And it's definitely an experience. Oh, and there's a large gold vein. Yeah, it looks like we have not only gold veins that have a lot of gold, but also unlimited. Yeah, they use the heavy draft horses. I think, if I remember right, they actually reverse bred. As in, they were bred with the goal to recreate a... like an older, not quite prehistoric horse, but the ancestor of the European horse. And if I'm not mistaken, that's actually the one they use. So you have a very bulky, very muscular draft horse. It looks kind of weird. Nah, it's an experience. Actually, remember seeing a horse-drawn carriage in Denver during the Christmas market, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you can definitely do that here too. Ah, yeah, the Lipizzaner, yeah. I don't actually remember what was special about them. Oh yeah, exactly, that's the Habsburg 16th century horse. And like I said, as far as I know, they were essentially gone and they were reverse bred to return them. But I have enough mana, I have enough money now to get our remaining 2 Nagas.
Available for new rooms. I already mentioned this, but it may have been blocked by the unkept evil's earwax.
Nope, I am well aware. We have a Tinkerer's Cave. What's a Tinkerer's Cave? These toolboxes to make traps and doors. Yes.
The homicidal evil had researched the Tinkerer's Cave. This perfidious room was used by the even more perfidious creatures of the Horde to build deadly traps and sturdy doors out of boring old toolboxes. The adventurous evil was keen to try this out right away.
Yep, and I think I'm gonna place it here. That's a good spot. Actually, let's just include this part. You're really into the European history there. I'm actually impressed. It's like, I would not expect any American to even know who Empress Sissy is. Is that, is that general knowledge? Good question.
Payday.
I know it because my mom was a huge fan. Empress Sissy is essentially the Lady Di before Lady Di. The good-hearted... wasn't she like a civilian that married into the royalty and then was like... essentially the early Lady Di, the good-hearted, welfare-focused. Things went south very quickly. There are like 3 movies about her, and they are the original Hallmark movies when it comes to that. That's what they feel like. Just going through her life. But yeah, museum, definitely. I don't know, do you speak German? Or at least, do you understand German? I mean, I would assume by now everything is at least also in English, if not in French and Italian. They love their big 5 there. Oh yes, Sissy was a Wittelsbacher. You know, I should know that, because I grew up in the hometown of the Wittelsbachers. The school I went to was literally the Wittelsbacher school. So I should probably know that. Shows you how long it's been even for me. 2400. Oh, I can wait a few seconds, come on. Actually, I can just partially do this. But yeah, I am a Bavarian. The proven only Bavarian that dislikes beer and soccer, both.
The first Tinkerer's Cave was finished and appeared solid enough. Soon the creatures of the Horde would gather here voluntarily or under the threat of beatings to build dangerous traps for unwary heroes.
But yeah, it's... like I said, if you love history, if you love old European cities and stuff, Vienna is a dream. And I would even suggest, if you can, I don't know if it's... yeah, that does sound more Yiddish than German. Ich kann nicht reden Deutsch, aber ich kann a bissel Yiddish. I can't speak any Yiddish. Don't imagine that this was Yiddish. But yeah, it essentially meant I can't speak German, but I can speak a bit of Yiddish. At least that much I understand. Okay, I always want to expand everything because I feel like we have a limited amount of rooms, so let's use them. But I also want to build a guard room somewhere here. Since it would make sense to have a guard room at the entrance, but I have everything else at the entrance, so I don't have room anymore. I don't think I need to build a guard room, do I? You know, let's build one here, just so I've built one in case there's like an achievement or something. But yeah, it's kind of like, if you've ever listened to Amish, that's the same story. Amish is not really German anymore, but you perfectly understand it. As a German, that is. It's a bit weird, but it works. Do I need to pull you out? No, I don't. But yeah, the Amish was definitely an interesting visit as a German for the first time. It's like German farmers that suddenly decided that they want to stay German farmers. Just that's kind of what it felt like to an outsider. It's a really interesting experience. Okay, now let's build a tinkerer's thing. One here, so I can build traps. You know what we could do? We could move our gobbler farm down here. And make that a guard room up there. Huh, I have to admit, I did not know that either. But then, I mean, prior to World War II, a lot of places had more Jews. So I suppose that's a thing. Yes, bad things happened.
It's payday.
I actually remember the city I grew up in had about a population of 60,000. And it took me about 15 years until a friend of mine, who I met like half a year earlier, introduced me to the Jewish community. And the Jewish community in my city was somewhere around 16 people. Literally 16 people. They had a small rented room in the middle of the city where they met once a week. And I felt so awkward about this. It's like, yes, okay, World War II has been a while ago and I have not been involved. But this uncomfortable feeling that you have such a large city and you have such a minute Jewish population, just, I'm sorry, but it still makes me feel uncomfortable. It's just, yes, we did bad things. And I'm a German. My dad was born shortly after the World War, and my grandpa fought in the World War. He actually lost an eye fighting Americans in the World War. He got a grenade splinter into his right eye. And it's just, it feels weird still being that close. I mean, I talked a lot to my granddad, and well, I mean, he told me the horrors of war, the starvations, he actually even told me about cannibalism they had there because they were so far away from the front that at some point they didn't get food, so they started eating their dead. And those are stories, like, I remember as an 8-year-old growing up with these. Ow! So yeah, like I said, it always feels a bit weird being a, well, white male Christian German. I mean, I'm not Christian anymore, but I was raised by a Christian family. I'm not sure if this is just a personal thing, but this discomfort never went away. And in my opinion, that's actually a good thing, because it shouldn't. Because if it goes away, we'll forget. Yeah, it's... a few years ago, I worked at a small company, and the trainer I had there, her grandfather was incarcerated in a concentration camp that my grandfather worked in.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I will let this rest a little here. There is a good chance that my grandfather did bad things to her grandfather. Like, when I figured that out, it scares you. Because yes, my grandfather worked in a concentration camp for times, and it's just, yes, exactly, the things we do for our country. And for him, when I talked to him, for him, this was the right choice. These were evil people. Clearly, they destroyed everything he loved about his country because that's what he was taught by his parents. It's, yes, being so close to so much historical evil, it's weird.
I am the evil.
It always felt extremely uncomfortable. So let's just hope we don't head towards a war ever again. Or if it is one, it's solved very quickly. Because wars happen all around us all the time. I just don't want to be in one. I'm a pacifist at heart, and I've always been. Oh, that is a nice hit. That actually killed them all. Well, I mean, I'm not evil. I'm actually the good person here. You don't know that. I'm fighting for the liberation of monsters. There. Yeah. It's like I said, it always feels like World War II was so far away, but you know, it wasn't. And now we're making all the same mistakes again, and we will again and again. This stream got dark quick. I feel like now we gotta talk about something more positive. Florida man starts war.
The made-a-wrong-turn evil's creatures stood at the edge of the world. They were unable to go any further as our engine couldn't display any bigger maps. Oh, did I just say that? I mean, of course they couldn't go any further because, a cliff and a fallen tree blocked the way.
Oh god, this is so dumb. Well, let's claim the second stone then.
As with the first stone, a number of guardians came to life to attack Talia. In its wisdom, the four-sided evil had already prepared for this.
It's not though, but it does feel like it a bit. Actually, let me look up the narrator, because that is a well-known voice.
Stop doing this! Return to the light. It took me many years, and I had to reload many previous save games before I finally managed to banish all these demons.
Father,
Oh, come on.
I'm trying, but the evil, it's so strong.
Fight it, my child.
Don't forget that this stinker kept you locked up in a place that isn't called the fatiguing library for nothing for the last few years, and that his best friend is a dwarf who hates all elves. I know the narrator should normally be neutral and stay out of the story, but this guy's interjections are getting on my nerves when he's hundreds of miles away.
Right. You're not my father. You just took advantage of me. You claim to be an honest, decent paladin of good, and yet you allowed me to be mocked and insulted. I'm done with you.
Once Talia had returned to her true nature, she ignored Tanos and turned back to the stones.
This way, hobbits! I mean, evil
Oh
creatures.
my god, there's so many people.
Follow me.
Yes, they need to go home. They need to go home now. I need to finish this later. Oh, I can't. Are you serious? No, I can't.
The Gehenna Stone's magic was ready for a new, hopefully deadly attack.
Yes, in here.
Unfortunately, the Gehenna Stone's magic was not yet available again. Sad, but true.
Done. The seal is broken.
Okay,
Talia had
now go,
conquered
go, go.
another Gehenna Stone. This time, even without an extended dialogue with her split personality.
Well, actually, I was about to...
Good grief, just shut up. Where were we? Oh yes, once again a huge jet of mana shot into the sky and a portal opened. Whether it led to the Winchester Brothers, Buffies, Charmed or whatever universe, demons ready to kill jumped out. As usual in good games which still have some game time to fill, there was yet a third stone to be conquered. Talia was already on her way.
No, he is, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pause real quick because otherwise this will never... Oh, it is the Stanley Parable guy. Yeah, it is. Kevin Brighting. He's the narrator for Stanley Parable. The Captain is Dead. Void Bastards. Dungeons. Oh, Portal. He's even in Doctor Who as the bank computer voice. In Dota 2. In Black Mesa. In Caesar 4. Yeah, if you recognize this voice, he probably is. Let me check. If not there, he's probably on Etsy. Yeah, we recently ran into just how many good voice actors you can get on Etsy. You can literally get half of like Warframe's voice actors there. Yeah, he did a whole bunch of games. That is impressive. Just one of those voices to get. Yeah, where were we? I had so many voiceovers, I actually wanted to catch up. I've actually considered it. If you go to something like Etsy and you look for professional voice actors, you find people that are willing to record 5 minutes for around $70. And it does make me wonder how many voice emotes you could possibly squeeze in 5 minutes. Just imagine you have like 3 or 4 people that all want 5 voice emotes each, and we just come together, each of us pays $10. And we get a well-known voice to just record all these voice emotes. I want a movie trailer voice. But then I just want a movie trailer voice. I keep looking, but I feel like I produce so little money.
The Gehenna stones pulsed with magic. Their spell was once again available.
It's cute how it always says this before the spell is actually available. Now it is available. Oh, right. Oh, that's why, because... Yeah, these, the dead demons absorb mana. That's where it goes. That makes sense, finally. Okay, but now we can destroy this. And build a guard post. And then I'll leave some units in here, because this whole back and forth is kinda scary. A drum built in the guard room can be struck by the Hand of Terror to bolster all creatures currently on guard duty. Cute. And then I have research, which means... Oh no, I don't have the money to do that. And I forgot I can build traps. Here? Yes, here. Oh, and doors. So you know what? $150 gold. Everything costs gold in this game. Don't I have... You know what we could do? We could build one here and then one down there, so they don't have to run so fast. Far, not fast.
Payday.
Karma. I mean, why not? It's not the worst thing. I just beat that? Yeah, I do. Yeah, let's wait until we have a bit more money again.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
And then let's go and do the last one. I mean... how do I start asking someone if they've seen MILF Manor? It's like, how do you even start this conversation? Hey, have you seen MILF Manor? MILF Manor has a person in it that is called Too Young. And her opening sentence was, "I'm too young and too horny." I will link you a video if you have any brain cells left after that video, congrats. But yeah, you should watch the YouTube video analyzing MILF Manor. It is, oh boy, it's bad. Here's the video for your convenience. Oh my god, it is so bad. It's like, yes, if you've heard the stories of moms touching their sons' chests to identify them, you have heard nothing. You have heard nothing of how bad this incest, this soft incest porn gets. It's, oh my god. It just, it can't get worse than this. I hope it doesn't, at least, because I don't want it to. Now we have enough gold to build this here. Oh, come on, seriously? Shaky. I just renewed my Netflix subscriptions. Don't make me change my mind. Okay, let's see, what do we need? Yeah, I want one more orc and one more goblin, and then we can get going.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Huh. Yeah, now I'm kind of curious, but I'm definitely not gonna ask. Definitely not on stream, of all things. But yeah, I'd be curious what it is in Yiddish. I have to look it up later now. See what you made me do. Yeah, if it wasn't such a personally identifying information, I would really ask now, because now I'm curious. But, I mean, my original last name wasn't much better either. I was literally just a tailor. It's very German, typical to have simple last names. Okay, we have enough gold. Everything is covered. Okay, yeah, now I'm curious. Okay. Oh. Oh, I see how that can go wrong.
To be once again unleashed upon the sadistic evil's enemies.
Oh, this is... I'm so sorry, Shaky. That is just not okay. Let's build some doors here, because I just want to make sure that when they come in, they cannot just run right into my dungeon heart. I think just placing some doors here, and... Right, I have traps. Could just build... There. Spike traps here. Yeah, that will do for now.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Okay, now I just have to ask Jakey, did she have that last name when they called her that?
Take that, you worm!
Because it feels mildly wrong. That just feels like if your last name is Dumpty and you decide to call your child Humpty because it's... yeah. Thank you, Turtle. I don't think we need to censor the term anal here. Yeah, it's no, don't call your child something that could be misunderstood. Even if it is, you know, a traditional name, if it's a Yiddish name, or it means beautiful princess in Hebrew. If it's still pronounced like that in English, don't use it. Really? That's French? Huh. I would have actually thought it's... I'm not sure what the umlaut E... Like, my first thought would have been like maybe Portuguese or Brazilian, but I don't think they use the umlaut E. French definitely would not have been on my list. Okay. I can build 2 more units. There we go. Now I have all the ones I want. Oh, come on. I actually knew a family who followed a very German typical tradition that the son should have all the names of his fathers prior and then one on top. So essentially, if your name is Stephen and you call your son Michael, then your son is called Michael Stephen. And then his son is called Joseph, so he's called Joseph Michael Stephen. And so on. And in this case, he had 14 first names, because that's how far back his family went. And there were names in there like Thaddeus and I think Archimedes was one. So whenever he had any official documents that require you to sign with your full name, he usually had to ask for an addendum so he can sign the full 14, well, with last name, 15-letter name. That was a very German tradition, and gladly one that died. I mean, it's cute, but do you want 14 names? Do you? I don't. Okay, we have enough money. Everything is set up. I have traps that are still being built, but I am heading out now. Because at this point, I feel like we're just surging. Which is okay.
Give your orders.
I like that. Let's go up first, because it looks like that is a lot closer. And I don't expect a lot of enemies anymore, since this whole area is cleaned, but I am keeping an eye on it. Yeah, that's... Oh, come on, and they are already here. Are you serious? Okay, I think I just need to leave some behind.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh, hello? Oh, he's stuck. Let's see if he can knock himself out. No, he can't. Oh, wait, I can do this. Yeah, that worked. Okay, I'll just leave him here. And... okay, let's see, let's just grab some of them. The rest can stay here. That should be more than enough.
I am. Bye-bye.
The Gehenna stones pulsed with magic. Their spell was once again available.
Well, then why not? I love that spell. Let's just do a little bit of scouting here. Yeah, looks like there's a guardian. So let's take that one down then.
Give your orders.
It's payday. Why is there a pile of rocks here?
Why are you wearing a mask? Wait
Oh
a
my
minute.
god.
The rock pile? Oh, I'm sure it's nothing important. We should just leave it alone.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe they just did this joke. So who knows the why are you wearing a mask joke here? Oh, this is an uncomfortable joke to explain. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just link it on my Discord. If you're not on my Discord. I'll link it after the stream.
Thanos
It is
must die.
a very adult joke. I suppose it is Valentine's Day. I can tell an adult joke. A few years back, we had a meme in Germany that was actually getting big enough in Germany that it made it out of Germany about a porn movie with some of the worst writing ever. I mean, it's not like you expect porn movies to have good writing, but in this one, a woman in a negligee and a guy with a mask were standing in the middle of a room that had nothing but a circuit breaker and a pile of hay in the middle. And he asks her, "Why is there hay in this room?" And she says, "Why are you wearing a mask?" And he says, "I don't know." And continues with a very sexual advance. Because it's a porn movie. And that's literally the whole conversation. And the fact that they make fun of that in this game is one of the most specific jokes I've ever heard. Just the whole story was that the guy was only wearing a mask because he was so ashamed of appearing in a porn movie that he didn't want to be recognized. So he acted only with that mask. And since the whole conversation was completely improvised, "Why are you wearing a mask?" And "I don't know, let's just have sex," was just the natural flow of the conversation. And it's, like I said, I don't expect anyone outside of Germany to actually know this meme. But I shall link it later, because I think at least anyone who understands a little bit of German will have fun.
The Gehenna stones pulsed with magic, and a third time, the Guardians rose to prevent Talia from fumbling with the Gehenna stone. Who would have thought?
Talia, I beg
Let's see
you.
if I can find it. I'm
You
gonna
again?
post it in my Discord
This
here in
chap's
a
appearing for
minute.
the third time already. What is he? The God's damn spirit of Christmas or something? Just shut up and let us get on with the game.
But
That's enough! She's not coming back to you, get it? I reckon that after another 15 or 16 missions, she's gonna beat the ever-loving crap out of you.
But I'm...
My God, you just don't quit, do you? Okay. Talia, your job.
Shut up, Thanos. Can I say something here?
No.
Okay, I did not find it yet, but I am gonna find it and post it.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
There we go, that's it. Yeah, I know. Oh, they are really slaughtering my people. I should... Oh, this is not going well. Okay, it is going weller now.
Finally!
Ouch.
The last seal has been broken. Death to all that is good! Power to evil!
Yeah, let's head back
Talia
home.
had conquered another of the Gehenna stones. Mana into the sky, demons out of the portal, blah blah blah, and so on. You know the score. Now, only the last of the Gehenna stones had to be taken.
Wait a minute, didn't you say a total of 3 stones? That was the 3rd stone already.
No, you're wrong about that.
No, I am not wrong. You said every good game has 3 goals.
I also said any good game.
True. Not much to say to that. Then it's off to number 4.
Okay, I did post it in Discord. And it is... I mean, I wouldn't call it safe for work, since it is out of a porn movie, but it is safe for viewing. I'm just not sure I want to show it on stream. But yeah, the fact that this joke made it into this game is definitely one of the more unique things. Let's build another one here, so they don't have to walk so far. And see, it's still not built, but hey, at least the door kept them out long enough that I could get my people back. Oh, I think it can just be repaired. Good, good, good. Don't have to replace doors. Okay, I can lock doors, but I can't open them. Okay, let's give them a few minutes to regenerate. Actually, they look good. Oh no, they are dead. Are they? No. What is this sign? Oh, they are hungry. And they are angry. Oh, I don't have enough chicken. Need more chicken. So I suppose I should wait a little until we have enough chicken for everyone so they're not angry. And then let's take down the last one. Sheer Aned. Come on, give me more gobblers. These are the moments where I wish I could just speed up the game for a little bit. But there's actually no speed management at all, as far as I can tell. I can't pause. I mean, the only way I can pause is I can open the main menu.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
But it doesn't look like I can pause and still give commands. Do I really have to drop them all here? I suppose it's the easiest. Hallway fight. Just a huge combat and then they just have blood and nothing else. Come on, how close are we? Nope, they're still angry. They'll need more gobblers.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ow!
Oh no, you weren't meant to go out. I want at least 10 gobblers before I get going. But that's so slow. But if that's not enough, then I really don't know. Oh, this imp's name is Flamingo. I love these silly names. How long can this take until I have enough gobblers? I'm just gonna build the biggest gobbler farm possible there. I have the money. There's gotta be a chicken farm that's worth being in America. And then let's build a few more arrow traps. No reason not to, since they don't trigger for my own people. Okay, nearly done. There are a few left. And the fact that even with this size, I only have 4 gobblers right now. I mean, I know it probably takes a while for birds to grow back. It still feels like it should be more by now. So let's just cover all of this. I think we should have enough soon enough. And I will definitely stick to this game for now, since I do plan to complete it. And there is a ton of DLC, so this is definitely what you're gonna see for the rest of the week, and then maybe even a bit longer. I do plan to alternate, since I don't want to just stick to one game, but I will probably only alternate between two. Let's see, if this isn't a big enough chicken farm, then I'm sorry. There. And I will leave this little island of gold in the middle, because that way they can also get their pay here. I think that's not a bad idea. People are still looking for food. But only one is angry now, so I should be nearly good. Okay, all demons are ready. I think we're maxed. 13 of 13. Suppose we could get one more. What do we need? Another Naga. Yeah, that's definitely helpful. Okay. Then let's get going. Let's see, do I really need to keep some back? Let's select 2 imps, 1 Naga, an orc, and a goblin. That will have to do.
Time to take out the trash.
Let's just keep an eye on if there's an invasion that's big enough that it bothers me. Oh? Were those just people? Yeah, looks like. You know what, let's kill those two. Let's just clean up. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the last one we got is still pretty much evil genius.
The Gehenna Stone's magic was ready for a new, hopefully deadly attack.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like the only true one we ever had in that is Evil Genius. Which is definitely gonna be a game I have to give a full playthrough again. I've finished that game 4 or 5 times now, and it's so good. There, now we can go up here. Because we should have no attacks for a few.
payday.
Talia, normally all good things come in threes. But after 4 stones, I will try one last time to bring you to your senses. Please stop what you are doing and return to good. Together we can wipe evil from the face of the earth.
Father, never! I will be the Queen of Evil and destroy all that is good!
These words should make everything crystal clear. Time to take the last stone. Unfortunately, an unsightly rock pile blocked the way to the 4th stone and had to be cleared out of the way. Stone unturned would work in a bit more game time, am I right? Very tremendous.
I do love the fact that they actually treat this like just... Oh my god, it's so loud.
It was tougher than expected and... What the...
Who woke me up? Was it you? My children are all dead. You will pay for that. I will crush you.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. Of course, the anticipating evil had already expected something like this, and plunged into the fight well prepared.
My apologies for bumping the mic. I hope that didn't come across too bad. Yeah, that definitely has a lot of HP.
The Gehenna Stone spell waited to be once again unleashed upon the sadistic evil's enemies. Crunch, the huge stone monster hit the ground. The stone-hewing evil had triumphed. It debated having a new bathroom built from the remains.
I want a marble bathroom built out of my enemies.
Taking the 4th stone was now child's play. So easy, in fact, that we'll just cover it in a short cutscene and spare you all that annoying clicking. All the seals had now been broken, and the demons thirsted to unleash chaos, destruction, and folk music upon the world at the ultimate evil's side. Okay, maybe I made that last point out.
But I like folk music.
Grimly was still searching for the Dark Elf and the evil around her. On the other hand, she had asserted herself against her father Tanos and resisted the forces of good. But by the time his spies, much to their horror, found the Gehenna Stones destroyed, the inconspicuous evil's army had already moved on.
Did this just say... What is world? Is this how I compare to others? No, because they did a lot more damage. Why would they do so much more damage? Maybe? Is this the overall? But then what is you? But the overall is less than mine. Yeah, I think that's the world average. That is interesting. So I played it 22 minutes longer than the average. And yeah, interesting. You can see that I build more careful.
The Ash Springs swamplands, while grimly the Gehenna Stones. After leaving the vestiges of Tristram, Talia set out for the Gehenna Stones. They served as seals to keep the demons banished in hell, where Tanos himself, the Ash Springs
Oh,
Swamplands,
is this what it is?
Grimly
Yes.
Hammerhand's henchmen were looking for Talia
So-
and the Absolute Evil's army. They in turn were slowly...
I wish the
Gehenna
voiceover would
Stones,
stop.
After leaving the
Let me-
vestiges
here.
of Tristram.
So, this isn't the first time I play the game. And while I did reset my progress, it looks like it didn't reset the achievements. So that is why these all appear claimed from the start. So here you see that these are all gray because I didn't actually do this level yet. So yeah, that's why. I could reset the progress, but it didn't let me reset the achievements. That's why I couldn't see what I completed, because they were all completed. Yeah, now he stopped talking. But I feel like, with about 15 minutes left, it would be kind of pointless to start a new map. Though, yeah, you can see that there is a lot to do, and I don't even have all the DLC yet, if I'm not mistaken. I have Once Upon a Time, Evil of the Caribbean, Lord of the Kings. I don't have Clash of the Gods, An Unexpected DLC, Famous Last Words, a multitude of maps. Yeah, my understanding is that these are all relatively good, and one just came out end of last year. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Because, yeah, it's like Kit says, we paid for this narrator. We're sure gonna use him. I want to see all of it. I see, those are the videos that I can still unlock. Yeah, there's a lot to go in this game. And I will definitely get back to it tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, with 15 minutes left, I feel like it's a bit of a waste to start a new level. So I would say let's just wrap it up here for today. I will be back tomorrow. 5 days a week, 3 hours a day. Always from 7 to 11. Sorry, 7 to 10 Eastern, 5 to 8 Pacific. No, I still got it wrong, didn't I? They're 8 to 11 Eastern. Oh my god, it's difficult, isn't it? Time zones, they exist. Magic. Let's see, who do we have? Maybe someone we didn't have yet. That is always nice. Nope, the first one I look at is BRB. Yeah, if you have anyone that you want to suggest, I don't actually have anyone on my list. I always feel weird raiding Shen, because I don't want to raid someone that currently has 300 people in his stream. But I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it feels uncomfortable. I would be fine raiding him if I had 30 people, but with like 5 or less, it always feels weird. And yeah, the only one I see is currently AFK, and I feel like raiding AFK is always weird. So you know what, let's just wrap it up today. We don't have to raid every day. Well, we can do that again tomorrow. But yeah, let's wrap it up here for today. I thank you all for hopping in, for having hopefully a little bit of fun with me, with the narrator. I know I did have fun. And yeah, thank you Shaky and Kit and Dun and Eternal, and I know Karth is around, more lurking than anything. Thank you all for coming in, and stay the awesome beans you are. Have a fantastic day. I know you're always lurking. Yeah, have a fantastic day. Enjoy Valentine's Day. Regardless of whether you have someone or not, it's a marketing day. Don't buy flowers, please. Don't buy flowers. Buy a plant instead. Buy something alive, not... Don't place corpses of plants in your home. I never got the point. Though you can get chocolate. Buy candy, get fat. There. Valentine's Day in a nutshell. Well, thank you all. Stay awesome. And see you tomorrow.
Come, Dalton.